Normally, when you are writing a program, the requirements may be different. You might be developing a website, you might be writing some program for your library, for your school. In that case, different languages might be better for different purposes. But now, as we are going to learn a programming language, our best option is to choose a general purpose language. So the general purpose language, if we say C, C++, as I said in my previous videos, those are the best languages to start your career. Now, where you write your program, to write your program, there are some softwares available. We call it IDE. It is Integrated Development Environment, where it will give you some options to write your program. This is a how you imagine it is as a Microsoft Word to write an application. The same way we have IDEs to write our program. When we write a program, then based on the language, the way of writing the program might be different. The way when you are speaking English, the words are different. The grammar might be slightly different. When you are speaking Spanish, the wordings might be different. The grammar might be different. But as a whole, the language fundamental is almost 60-70%. It is similar. So when you know how a programming language works, you can correlate and you can use your that knowledge to learn the next language. When you are writing the program, once it is written, it has to be converted to machine understandable format, to some format which your computer understands. So your IDE, the software what you use to write your program, it will help you to check whether your program is correct or not. The correct in the sense whether it is grammatically correct. It can be checked by your software, your IDE. But the logical things in the sense, if when you are adding two numbers, if you use minus instead of plus, those things cannot be verified by your IDE, so it has to be checked by your own. Once IDE says that your program is good to go, you can execute the program, and once it is executed, you can verify whether it is giving a proper result or not. And once it is giving a proper result, it can be used as a tool. Now, if we go for the life cycle of our program, here we see it is our program. So this is a C program we have written to display numbers from 0 to 10. We will explain you later. Once your program is written, you have to compile it. When you compile, it will be converted into machine understandable format. So our computer understands only zeros and ones. So because we cannot write in zeros and ones our logic, we will write in English like format. Those English like format, our IDE will be used to compile it, and once it is compiled, it will be converted to machine understandable format, and when you execute it, it will give us the output. So during the compilation, the our IDE will verify whether it is written programmatically correct or not, and if it is not, syntax is not correct, the grammar is not correct, it will throw us error. And if it is error, we will have to rectify it before it is converted to zeros and ones, because if it is wrong, the IDE cannot convert it to zeros and ones. And once the grammatical everything is correct, you can execute it. The IDE will give you permission to execute, and it will be converted to zeros and ones, and we will get the output. Now what is next? Next, now we will write our very first program in C language.